Hi, I'm Kim. If you clicked on this video, you are probably dating someone new. Maybe it's going really well. You're laughing, there's chemistry, and for the first time in a while, you're excited. But there is a heavy knot in your stomach. Because you know that eventually you have to tell them. And it's not just about saying, I struggle sometimes. You feel like you have to hand them your medical file. You feel like you have to say the actual name of your diagnosis. And you know that the moment you say that word, whatever it is, they might panic. You're terrified that they're going to look at you through the lens of the stigma. You're scared they'll Google the name, see the horror stories or the stereotypes, and decide you're too much before they even get to know the real you. I want you to listen to Mia. She's sitting in that exact fear right now. And after her story, I'm going to tell you something that might set you free. You don't actually have to use the label at all.
I'm sitting in the passenger seat of his car. We just got back from dinner. He's looking at me, smiling, and he says, "You know, you're just so easy to be around. No drama, I like that." I smile back. I say, "Yeah, me too." But inside, I feel sick, because I know if I told him the truth, that word, drama, would take on a whole different meaning. He thinks I'm chill. He doesn't know that I have a diagnosis that people make jokes about. He doesn't know that I take medication just to keep my baseline level. I have this script in my head that says, "You have to warn him." But I am terrified of the word. I know what happens when I say the actual medical name of my condition. I've seen it before. The moment I say it, I see the shift in their eyes. They stop seeing Mia. They start seeing a stereotype. They start thinking about characters in movies or the crazy ex stories their friends tell. If I just blurted out, "Hey, by the way, I have this condition," he's not going to ask how it affects me. He's going to assume the worst. He's going to look at me with that mix of fear and pity. I don't want to be a walking red flag to him. I just want to be loved. So I say nothing. I just keep smiling and I keep hiding my meds, hoping that if he falls in love with me enough, maybe the label won't matter when I finally say it. But I'm exhausted. I am so tired of hiding.
Okay, take a deep breath. If you related to what Mia was saying, I want to tell you something very important. You owe your partner honesty about who you are, but you do not owe them your medical records. You are terrified that the label will scare him away. So, here is the solution. Describe the reality, and leave the label out of it. We use the Pebble Method to describe your experience without triggering the stigma. First, describe your experience. Don't start with the medical name. That is the part that carries the stigma.